Hola amigos, ¿qué tal? Stuart here from Spain Speaks with a quick look at the news. There's no live stream tonight because I'm on the road, don't have the infrastructure to put out a live stream this evening, so a quick look at the news to keep people up to date on what is happening in Spain. Now, straight into the news, and the first story that we can see here is political party Sumar claims it was unaware of complaints against Errejón until now, although Mas Madrid knew of one in June 2023. Sumar's leadership stated this Saturday that it only learned of allegations of gender-based violence against its spokesperson in Congress, Íñigo Errejón, at the beginning of this week. This version exposes Mas Madrid, a party within the coalition, since on Friday night it admitted in a statement that it had known about a victim's testimony in June 2023, detailing inappropriate touching by the politician at a festival in Castellón. If Sumar was indeed unaware of this incident, as claimed in its first press conference after the case emerged, it would be because Mas Madrid did not share this information with its coalition partners. This, despite ongoing close collaboration at the time, as they were forming the electoral coalition for the July 23rd elections, including all related aspects, candidate lists with Errejón included as Mas Madrid's representative, the program and the campaign. The candidate was finalized before the complaint became public. So this is the big story in Spain at the moment. A prominent politician on the left side of politics in the Sumar party, which as we know is a coalition of different political parties on the left side of politics, Íñigo Errejón, and those allegations of sexual violence, which has forced Mr. Errejón to stand down. And as you can imagine, this is the biggest story in Spain currently, primarily because one of the big platforms that this political party represents is a strong stance against this type of violence. And the allegations are that they have been covering this story up for the last year or so. Second piece of news, and Spanish unions and passenger bus companies failed to reach an agreement. Strike plan for Monday continues. The unions CCOO and UGT are upholding the call for a general strike in road transport, but only for passenger transport and self-propelled tow trucks, after agreements were reached in the freight and healthcare transport sectors. As a result, more than 80,000 drivers of intercity, urban, charter and school buses, as well as self-propelled tow trucks, are called to participate in the strike starting at midnight on Monday to demand the application of early retirement reduction coefficients in the sector. Initially, the strike called by CCOO and UGT, supported by most other unions, affected around 300,000 workers by including those in the road freight transport sector, approximately 220,000 employees. This is a long-standing demand that the unions first brought to the table in 2004, leading to various mobilizations over the past 20 years, such as rallies, press conferences and studies, but a general strike had never been called until now. So the transport strike that was planned for tomorrow, the 28th of October, going ahead, but only in the sectors that we saw there. Bus drivers mainly, urban, charter and school buses, and also self-propelled tow trucks. Not sure what they are, but they're included in the strike tomorrow. So if you have to catch a bus, be careful because they might not be running due to this strike. So be prepared to make other plans. Third piece of news now, and this article here from the BBC, we are in danger. Spanish anti-tourism spills into winter season. It's well past the August holiday peak, but anger against over-tourism in Spain is spilling into the off-season as holidaymakers continue to seek winter sun. On Sunday, locals in the Basque city of San Sebastián plan to take to the streets under the banner, "We are in danger, degrow tourism," and in November, anti-tourism protesters will gather in Seville. Thousands turned out last Sunday in the Canary Islands, so the problem is clearly not going away. This year appears to have marked a watershed for attitudes to tourism in Spain and many other parts of Europe, as the post-COVID travel boom has seen the industry equal and often surpass records set before the pandemic. Spain is expected to receive more than 90 million foreign visitors by the end of the year. The consultancy firm Brain Trust estimates that the number of arrivals will rise to 115 million by 2040, well ahead of the current world leader, France. So quite clear from that headline that the anti-tourism movement here in Spain is not giving up and going into the winter months with their protests, something that hasn't been seen before. Yes, we've seen protests in the spring, we've seen protests in the summer months, but never before in the winter months or autumn months as we are currently in now. So they're not giving up, and if those figures are correct and Spain's tourism industry hits 115 million visitors by 2040, things are going to be out of control as far as tourism is concerned. Now that's the end of the news. Questions and comments, please leave them in the section below. If you have anything to add to the conversation today, the comment section is the place for you. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. I'll see you in the next one. Hasta luego.